Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Miss Phins Show. I am your host, Miss Phins. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much, guys, for coming through. Hit that like button, guys. Hit the like button. Thank you so much for coming through. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And welcome to the AFC show. Thank you so much, guys, for coming through. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Hit that like button. Hit that like button today. Like you see from the title, we're going to be recapping week 13 from each one of our teams. And then we're also going to be recapping, looking into the next games they have, ladies and gentlemen. So hit that like button, share, subscribe, let everybody else know. Appreciate each and every single one of you guys coming through. It's been a whirlwind, I'll tell you that. It has been a whirlwind, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to get to discuss the AFC East, any potential opportunities for the teams here, and what their projections are going to be for the next week coming up. If you have any questions, please post them on the chat. Thank you so much. Please post them on the chat. And also remember that you can find Miss Phins tonight as well for League Wide Wednesdays. League Wide Wednesdays. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Check out League Wide Wednesday tonight with myself and my co-host, Mr. Kalir. Commentary from the Phins tailgate, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys so much. So much. So much. So much. Okay, so go ahead and let's get it started. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. Why? Because it takes no talent to hit that like button, guys. It literally takes no talent, so hit that like button. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your much. Okay. Good morning to everybody in the chat. I see you, Aquavation. Thank you so much. As always, Joe Riss, one of our awesome members in the building. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me share my computer real quick here so you guys see it. Which one is it? This one, okay. Boom, skillet, biscuit. And let's start out with the one team that's been the at the bottom of this division. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Da, 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 da. Da. One more. There you go. Delusional Patriots fan. Hey, look, we're talking about the Patriots. Hey, the lowly tail Patriots at the bottom for now. I still think the Jets are going to be at the very bottom, but, we got to give it a minute or two or maybe 3 more weeks. 3-10, ladies and gentlemen. 3-10 are the Patriots so far versus the Colts, who are 6-7. Oh man, they lost a nail biter. I mean, a true nail biter. You can literally say that the coach really had to work hard to get this win. I'm not gonna lie. Richardson throws for TD and runs for 2 with 12 seconds left as Colts beat Patriots 25-24, 1000%. It was definitely a nail biter. And I'll tell you this: the more and more and more I see this team play, the more I am convinced that what I predicted by week 4 is true. And I said, man, I still remember because I had the conversation with my dad. And as you guys know, he's a Patriots fan. This is a good quarterback that they have. Drake May is a good quarterback that Patriots have. It's frustrating because I wish they didn't have him. But I'm not going to deny the fact that right now, if they do everything they're supposed to do, man, the Patriots might actually be in possibly the best position besides besides the Bills in this position to make a push next year. To be honest with you, at this point, yeah. And you can see the first four, well, the fourth quarters. It was 7-6, Colts favor. Um, then it ended up being 14-10. Still Colts favor. By halftime, it was still within striking distance. The Colts were only up by 4 points. They added an extra three in the third quarter, and their defense stopped the Patriots, making it 16. Sorry, I can't do math apparently. It was 14-16. Patriots were up. Then the Colts were able to add the extra 3 points to make it 17-16. And both teams scored 8 points, okay? And I'm telling you right now, this is very interesting. I see you guys commenting. Shout out to Michael K. What's up, Michael K? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Patriots have positioned themselves to be the next team to challenge the Bills. I literally said that before you wrote that. Um, but yes, this is true. What's up, Min Green? Welcome. Happy Wednesday, Miss Phins. Happy Wednesday to you. Hump day. Yes. So, but I'll tell you this again, it was a very good back and forth game, and if you like just general football, you're gonna like this game. 14 of 24, I mean 12 of 24, 109 yards, two touchdowns, two interceptions was Anthony Richardson, Drake May, 24 30, 238, plus one touchdown, one interception. Two young quarterbacks, and to be honest with you, the rookie Drake May keeps impressing me. He really does. And I hate the fact that I have to say that because that means that we're gonna have to deal with this team for a while. Because that means we're gonna have to deal with this team for a while. Guys, hit that like button for me, guys. If you haven't hit the like button already, please hit that like button. It's the best and only way to go ahead and get um honestly any recognition. As you guys know, the algorithm loves interaction. So please hit that like button for us. Then you got Ramondre Stevenson for the Patriots, 18 carries, 73 yards, 25 carries, and 96 yards for Jonathan Taylor. Um, Pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. And then Hunter Henry, 7 receptions, 75 yards for the Patriots. Michael Pittman Jr., 5 receptions, 42 yards. Overall, the Colts were favored by 2.5. So them winning by one was expected, although the Patriots did have such a good chance, man. Such a good chance. It almost hurts me just watching it. Like they had such a good chance of actually winning that game. But again, it came down to the Colts wanting it more. There's just no other way of putting it. The Colts clearly wanted it more. They made it happen. That's pretty much it. As far as the team stats, Patriots had 422 total yards versus 253 for the Colts. Colts had two turnovers versus one that the Patriots had, and they were pretty much even when it comes to first downs. Patriots 23, Colts 20. Time of possession, the Patriots were able to hold the ball more in offense, which is one thing that did help them, in my opinion, towards the end of the game. But again, when there's a will, teams will go out and get the win that they need, and they definitely did. Um, but it was an overall good game. I have to say, right now, being in a rebuilding more, let me see if I can get the Tankathon. Tankathon NFL. I already knew what I was going for. Love it. Here's the Tankathon, ladies and gentlemen. What's that? It's a website that literally keeps track and makes it so much easier for us. I don't have to think about it or do math or nothing like that. But essentially, they're just keeping track of each team and strengths of schedule and whether or not they're going to end up or where they're going to end up picking, right, for the draft. Right now, Jacksonville holds the number one spot, Las Vegas 2, Giants 3, Patriots are listed as 4th and 3-10. Do the Jacksonville have more win in them? Possibly. Do the Vegas Raiders have another win in them? Possibly. Same thing with the Giants. Now, obviously, the Giants are dealing with their quarterback issues. So are the Raiders. So are Jacksonville, with Trevor being in and out and hurt and things like that. But in my opinion, right now, um, 2 out of these top 4 teams are looking for quarterbacks. And if New England is smart, they will do what I said 8 weeks ago. They will go ahead and try to protect their young quarterback. And if they do that, they're able to go ahead and make a push for second in the AFC East. There's no other way of putting it. I'm so tired of trying to pretend. I said this again 8 weeks ago, and that's where we're at right now. So the Patriots so far, they're doing pretty good, ladies and gentlemen. They're doing pretty good, and you know what? I can't even deny that at this point. Um, they're a really good team, and it's super, super, super frustrating as a fan. As a AFC East fan, that's the part that's frustrating. I'm so tired. Right now, when it comes to total points per game, the New England Patriots, they are they're scoring an average of 17 points per game. Their defense is allowing 23.6 points per game. Let's say 24 points per game. When it comes to their third down percentage and third down efficiency right now in the third down percentage, the Patriots are 35.4%. Excuse me, their defense is allowing 40.1%, which is not good when it comes to fourth down percentage. They're actually better in fourth downs. They're actually getting as an offense 62.5% versus their defense allowing 50% of fourth down completions. We have to see at the end of the day whether or not this team is going to continue to progress or take a step forward. But I will tell you this: if the Patriots protect their young quarterback in Drake May, do not be surprised, ladies and gentlemen, if the Patriots end up making a push. Like I say, actual significant push in the AFC East for that number 2 spot right now. They're currently 32nd when it comes to passing yard. Their offense getting 171.5 yards per game. Right now, they're 31st in scoring as well. Like I said, 17.0. Their defense is currently allowing 23.6%, which is 20th in the league. And their offense, their rushing yards, they're actually getting 119.5 per game, which is currently 12. That's as much as they have. As much as they have so far. So yeah, that I'm very much interested in seeing what they're gonna end up doing. But if they take care of their young quarterback, they should be good. Um, yeah. What's up, Dolphin Don? Welcome. Jake May is also auditioning for 2025 wide receiver free agents. Jacksonville also beat Miami. No, they didn't. We beat them this year. Miss Phins, how the Hurricanes left out because we needed to be perfect in order for them to look. The CFP or CF, yeah, they hate Miami, man. because well, we had the greatest team of all time in 2001. They hate us. Just like we had 2001, the Dolphins had said 1972. They're just haters. We got all the swag. We got the greatest team ever. So they're just haters. Makes it looks like Brees will miss the game. I'm not surprised at all. So that's the Patriots, ladies and gentlemen, where they're currently at. Their next game, I do believe they are playing. Let me see. They are playing Arizona at 4:25 this Sunday coming up. So that's gonna be very interesting. What day is today? The 4th. 11. What? What on the math? In 2 weeks. In 2 weeks. So not this Sunday, but the Sunday afterwards. It looks like they have their bye week now coming up. The next game though will be on the 15th of December in 2 weeks or a week and a half. And they will face Arizona after that. The remaining schedule is Arizona, Buffalo, Chargers, Buffalo. So there you go. That is the Patriots' rest of their schedule. Then we have, ladies and gentlemen, the New York Jets. They're currently 3-9. Overall, 7-5 are the Seahawks. This was another game that New York find a way to lose. It's another way of putting it. No matter how cool their helmets could look like, which I'm not gonna lie, I like the matte black; those are awesome. But he doesn't he looks like if you guys know this movie, you'll know Spaceballs. Doesn't he look like one of the guys from the Empire? Come on, take away the Jets part in the green. That's totally Spaceballs. He looks like he belongs. He belongs in that movie. May the Schwartz be with you. Uh, I'm just saying. By week 14, Arizona's going to carve up New York. We'll see. We'll see. Got the first snowfall of the year. Well, now croc season is over. I guess, yeah. Unless they have the one with the furriness, then I guess you can use that one. But this game, ladies and gentlemen, another back and forth game. New Jersey, New York, they actually got a good start. That first quarter, um they got 14 points. You almost thought that the Jets were like, "Ooh, Jets can actually make it happen." Okay, let's see. Then second quarter, Seahawks put up 16. Jets get another one, so it was 21-16, and it ended up being just like that. Third quarter defenses tight down for both teams. Nobody scored, and then in the fourth quarter, Seahawks came back and put up 10 points to beat the Jets 21-26, or I guess 26-21. Another disappointment. Again, they're just finding ways to lose these games. There's no other way of putting it. Right now, the Jets are currently ranked 23rd when it comes to passing yards at 204 yards. They're also ranked 26th when it comes to scoring at 18.8 points per game. And they're currently 29th when it comes to rushing yards at 87.3 yards per game. And their defense right now is kind of mid. It's actually super mid because they're ranked 15th at allowing 22.3 points per game, ladies and gentlemen. So, in this case, the defense did their job. 21 points. It's a lot less of the average. Well, it's a point less than the average that they allowed this season. So the Jets defense did their job. Unfortunately, the Jets offense did not. Oh, sorry. Let me reverse that. The Jets defense didn't do their job. They allowed 26, which is what, 4 points higher than what their average is. The Jets' offense only scored 21 points, even though that is higher than their average. You're not beating the 7-5 Seahawks by being average. You have to outperform them. So, yeah, at this point, I'm not even surprised. You see Geno Smith. He had a decent game, 20 of 31, 206 yards, a touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 21 of 39, 185 yards, two touchdowns and an interception. You had Kenneth Walker the third, 16 carries, 49 yards, and Brees Hall, 12 carries, 60 yards. From my understanding, he did get injured, so he might not be playing this week coming up versus the Dolphins, which that is the next Jets game. The Jets currently have the Dolphins coming up now this Sunday at 1 p.m. at Miami. The remainder of the schedule is at Miami, then at Jacksonville, then they are home for the Rams. They travel to Buffalo, and then they finish the season at home versus Miami. That is going to be a flexed game. Well, hell no. I hope they bury us in the middle of Sunday at 1 o'clock, and do not put this on prime time. Both teams suck, so neither team should be on prime time in my opinion. So there you go. No Breeze, probably no Sauce. I thought he was injured. What you mean they're gonna be sitting their place? I told you last week the Jets are about to start mysteriously sitting players. What? So that hangnail that they said that Breeze Hall had, that's not true. Seattle might be the most overrated 7-win team. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. We will see. We will see. Um, what else? Hold on. Okay, sorry. I have to take a look at something because I'm like, ain't no way. That's what I thought. I was about to say. Uh, wow. What is that? 18? Yeah, holy smokes. Wow. Oh, hey, hey. Sorry, I just saw something I wasn't expecting. So, what's up, Michelle? Welcome, welcome. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much. Listen, the Jets they're on a downward spiral right now. Like I said, they're not looking too good. They got the 6th overall pick so far. Although they are tied with Carolina at 3-9, they have a better strength of schedule. So that's why Carolina is fifth, and the New York Jets are fifth, sixth. Let's go ahead and continue. Then you've got, because I gotta get them through. Go ahead, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to the Buffalo Bills. I mean, I already said this like 6 weeks ago, but on them winning their 5th straight division. Woohoo. Josh Allen first. Technically, he ain't the only player. Two other players have done this already, but he's I guess the first quarterback to do it. receiving, passing, and rushing touchdown in the first game. Congrats. Um, they're right now 10-2 versus the 49ers, who are 5-7. The 49ers also lost Christian McCaffrey for the rest of the season. That is going to be super tough for them. And I do mean super tough for the 49ers. Yeah, this is a good game production wise for the Bills. They got 35 points versus their defense only allowing 10. Let's see this. Brock Purdy was 11 of 18, 94 yards. Allen was 13 of 17, 148, 2 touchdowns. Mason was 13 carries, 78 yards. James Cook, 14 carries, 107 yards, 1 touchdown. Jennings was 3 receptions, 56 yards. Knox with 2 receptions, 56 yards. Let's see here. Bills were favored by 6.5. Makes sense that they won by so much. San Fran, no, slight, tiny little bit of chance of winning, but not really. As far as team stats, Buffalo, no turnovers. San Francisco had 3 turnovers. They also had 239 yards versus the 372 Bills had. Bills had more first down at 20 versus the 15 that the 49ers were able to have. As far as time of possession, Bills also had that as well, 33 minutes versus the 26 minutes that, or 27 minutes that the San Fran ended up having. As far as the Bills currently right now, they are ranked 17th when it comes to passing yards at 219.9 yards per game. They're also ranked 11th in rushing yards at 127.6 yards per game. And they're ranked number 2 when it comes to scoring points. Their offense at 29.6 points per game. Now, when it comes to their defense, the defense is allowing a 18.7 points per game, which is currently has the Bills tied for 6. Let's see here. What else? Anything is down. Obviously, they're going to be all the way down here. They're currently holding the 30th position, even though they do have the same amount of losses and wins as the Philadelphia Eagles. Obviously, you can see they're going to be the conference champion losers, as Tankathon is already projecting. Okay. Let's see what else. Their next game. There you go. I know there's something else. Their next game they have is going to be this week. They're going to the Rams, then they're going to the Detroit Lions the week after. Then they come home, play versus the Jets. Following week, versus New England. Following week at home versus the Jets. And then they go to New England to play versus the Patriots. So those are the next 5 games the Bills currently have. Coming up for the rest of the season. Right now, let's see here. They are ranked number 1 in the division with a .833 win percentage, ladies and gentlemen. What else was I going to say? Oh, well, taking a look at the remainder of their schedule, it's pretty much an easy schedule. The only real winning team or good team that they're about to face is going to be the Detroit Lions. In my opinion, they're losing that game. Rams could be tricky. It might go back and forth, but I do see them winning that game. And then divisional games, I will never do as gimme games. Divisional games are always going to be tough. That's just the nature of the game. So I do expect for them to perhaps struggle a little bit. Not versus the Jets, they're bums. But I think Drake May's gonna put up some good numbers when it comes to them playing over there in Gillette Stadium versus the Patriots. So that should be very interesting. Overall, I still expect them to probably go 4-1 in their last five, possibly 3-2 at most if they drop that from the Lions and the Patriots. I personally think that's probably the most you're gonna see them do it. So they should finish the season. What is it? One or two losses. Fifth, either not 15-2. They're not gonna beat everybody. They're gonna be 14-3 or 13-4. That's where I see the Bills end up this season so far. At most. So we'll see. Ms. Finch, tell us why, in your expert opinion, why the Bills will lose to the line. I will when I get to that week. And the Lions are definitely a much more superior team. Let's see here. There was one other thing I wanted to say. Oh, standings. Shooby dooby doo ba dooby dooby doo ba shooby dooby doo ba doo. 1 second, guys. Pa, pa, pa. Okay, so as you can see, Buffalo has already clinched. Obviously, they clinched the division, so they've clinched playoff spot. New England has been officially eliminated with their 10th loss, ladies and gentlemen. Mathematically speaking, somehow the Dolphins are still in it. We'll see how long that lasts. Let's go to the conference real quick. This is where we're at. Only two teams have clinched playoffs so far. Kansas City 11-1, Bills at 10-2. They both have won their divisions as well. Pittsburgh Steelers, though, man, number 3. Pittsburgh right now is probably surprising me the most. I'm not even gonna lie to you. They're probably surprising me the most. Yeah, Pittsburgh is absolutely surprising me the most out of all teams. And the way that what's his name is playing, Russell Wilson, he's doing just enough for that defense to be able to clamp down on opposing teams. So there you go. Although the Super Bowl preview is arguably the Lions game, we'll see. Lions defense is beat up right now. I think Buffalo wins. They could win. I mean, again, they could win. We gotta see. What's up, Tony? Good morning. And remembering, we're tanking for Ward. Oh, and remember, we're tanking for Ward. Oh my lord. Heck yeah. That's hilarious. Uh, See, what are you talking about? Worst thing that could happen for the Phins fans is Bills beat the Lions in Detroit. It will force them to admit the Bills are for real. What it? So, what is you guys not winning the division good enough for you? Like what does that mean? The Bills are for real. What does that mean? They already won the division. They did it by week 12 or technically week 13. Like I don't get it. Like they will force so admit the Bills are for real. I literally said 6 weeks ago, congratulations. I gave you guys a division. Hell, it's probably more than that actually. Probably like 8 weeks ago. When I saw 2 now, like 2 weeks in after that, I'm like, forget it. Bills got the division. Ain't nothing we're gonna do to win this. I already conceded the division. What do you mean? Admit the Bills are for real. What are you guys, a fake team? That literally makes no sense. Of course, Bills are for like. What do you mean by for real? What? You guys are perennially a playoff contender. I don't see what you mean by. Is that what you mean? Every 3 years, you go to the AFC Championship to lose to the Chiefs. So what are you talking about? Super Bowl contender? Mm, eh, I don't know. We gotta see. Let's see how you do versus the Lions, and then maybe I can say, okay, perhaps. But what do you mean for real? Like I don't get that. Like that makes no sense. Uh, I don't know. What's up, JC? Welcome, welcome. Like literally, like it's winning the division enough for you? We already established. like, like you guys are the annoying ones now. We dealt 20 years with the Patriots. Now the last 5 years with you guys. I mean, I don't know what you mean by for real. I didn't think you guys were a Canadian Football League team, so but it's all right. What up? I just I love seeing those little baby Rams. What's up? Good morning, LA Rams. Welcome, buddy. Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I love the little ones. Lamar, JC, what do you mean Lamar is the LeBron of NFL? Lamar has started and played in the same team with nobodies in his team. Well, are you gonna instantly go with DEI MVP if he wins? Yeah, no, I'm not with you on that one. I'm not with you on that one. I mean, don't get me wrong. I said this weekend. I think with Lamar losing and Josh Allen winning, especially the way that they won, I think Josh Allen's definitely the favorite to win the MVP. But to say that he's DEI MVP, no, you're going too far. Please. Uh, let's see here. You got Pittsburgh again, the one that's for me personally. I'm surprised by Pittsburgh. The Chargers, I'm not surprised. John Harbaugh, look at what John Harbaugh was able to do in half a season at this point. Like, this is insane. This, like, 8-4, and you could arguably say this is possibly the best Justin Herbert has looked because he hasn't had to play hero ball. Everything's not on him. John Harbaugh has been able to establish an even um offense that has allowed him to take what the defense gives him, but he also has a run game that helps balance out that team. The way that offense is running, to me, it's exactly what Justin Herbert did. We know he has all the physical attributes. Now he's got a head coach that's putting him in the best position without having to overplay your quarterback like the Bills do just to get a win. That's the difference. So yeah, like you know what I mean. So there, right now, I expect this to possibly be this next few years. The Chargers are gonna be top 5 in the conference, ladies and gentlemen, especially with Harbaugh. And you know what frustrates me the most? Truly, 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 like right here as a Dolphin fan, that we got such a POS owner. Yeah, you heard me. I said what I said. With his business school over there in Michigan and this and all that other crap that he claims he loves. Because we all know that Stephen Ross loves Michigan. I'm not gonna be the one to take away John Harbaugh from Michigan. So you pay all that money to the school. You do all this for him. You knew that he wanted to go to the NFL. You have all of this set up. I'm not gonna be the one to take him from it. Yo, I'm. I can't. I can't. Oh, sorry, my bad. Jim Harbaugh. You are right. Which I don't know how Jim is the younger brother of John Harbaugh when, and I'm not even lying to you, he looks like 6 years older than his older brother. That man looks wasted. By wasted, I mean like life. He looks so old. Like he looks like 10 years older than his older brother, John Harbaugh from the Ravens. But yeah, I'm very upset at my owner for trying to be this holier than thou. I'm not gonna take from my alma mater, even though I know the man wants to go to the NFL. He's already established this 2 years prior to him leaving. They will go ahead and win. He does what he wanted. He got his win. He got his natty. Then we're still gonna not bring him over. Like, you know what? I just can't. Some of these decisions, and don't worry, I'm gonna talk about the Dolphins in a second. I just need to get through this first. Then we got the Houston Texans. They've been kind of hit or miss this season, and hit or miss still means 8-5. They still have a good winning record, more than likely gonna win their division. CJ Stroud definitely getting that sophomore slump this season. Has had to deal with his number one and number two receivers both being out for multiple weeks. And other key players in that offense as well as defense. But they're still finding ways to win. So congratulations to Houston for being 8-5 and overcoming that adversary. That's not easy, but they're doing it. Then you got Baltimore. Obviously, we've already established, ladies and gentlemen, that the AFC North will have two teams guaranteed in the playoffs at either seat 3 or seat 6. I thought they were going to be, honestly, seat 5. And that's probably, this is looking a little weird because I forgot to put the playoff one. Because then it'll, like, put them to, where it's supposed to be. There you go. Only because I think the Chargers still haven't, the Baltimore Ravens and Denver Broncos haven't done or haven't had their bye weeks yet, right? Oh, they did have their bye weeks, and I think no, they haven't had their bye weeks, and I do believe this is the last week of byes. So you're gonna see Houston, Baltimore, Denver all have their bye weeks. Chargers still have to play, and Pittsburgh still has to play. So I think that's what's happening here. And Buffalo, I think, is the other one with the bye week, if I'm not mistaken. Um, and then that'll even out. If the Chargers win that game and they go 8-5, then obviously strength of schedule will be determining whether they're gonna stay at 5 or they go to 6. So we'll see. um, and then we've got the Denver Broncos, who again, another one, another one, another one, another one. Denver Broncos, they bring in Sean Payton as their head coach. Draft Bo Nix, young guy. Man, that kid has a cannon. And he can throw it fast, hard, with pinpoint accuracy and on a tight rope, not lofty and this rainbow looking ball to try to get it out. Feel like it's a bullet. And I'm telling you this, just like I said, what I said about Drake May, if Denver Broncos do what they're supposed to do and they protect that young man, I can see Broncos just like I did. I said it this 3 years ago. My two teams that I was like, ooh, watch out for these two teams. These two teams looking like, based on the last 2 years and what they've done, And based on what they're doing right now, and I said this 3 years ago, I'm like, my sleeper teams it's gonna be the Lions and the Jaguars. Both of them succeeded. They both made the playoffs. They were both, look at what the Lions are doing. Due to injuries, the Jacksonville Jaguars have taken a step back, but they still were on that trajectory that I had already predicted. But look at what the Lions are doing. And to me, they're going to represent the NFC. I get it. I get it. I get it. Eagles are right up there. If you want to go to it's Detroit, it's Philly. I get that. But I still think it's going to be the Lions up there. As far as for the AFC, the only two remaining teams that are still in the hunt with viable, and that's only because they don't have 8 losses, is the Indianapolis Colts and Miami Dolphins. This is ridiculous. The Colts are one of those teams that I do believe will also have their bye this week. Miami will be playing the Jets, so we'll see what Miami does. They can go 5-8. They can go 6-7. It is what it is. Now, because the Colts do hold a tiebreaker between Miami and them, they will still remain during this bye in the 8th position, even if Miami wins this game. Okay? Now, it does not look like Denver Broncos are losing another game this season. Maybe one or two. But the remaining 4 or 5 games they have, ladies and gentlemen, I don't see them losing that many more games. I really don't. So this is gonna be very interesting. Very, very interesting. Dolphin Don says Jets are playing for pride. That worries me. They're playing for contracts. That's what that. But every team that's out of it is pretty much playing for contracts at this point. Jets will be officially eliminated this week by their loss to the Dolphins. Dolphins will remain one more week um alive, and then we'll see what happens afterwards. So, but this is gonna be very interesting. What's up, Lance? Welcome. Wish we had a QB like that, like Bo Nix, man. What a weird name, but I get him. It is what it is at this point. Sko says the Jets are beating the Dolphins. Sko, Michael K says Jets by 9. Hey, at this point, I don't put it past them, to be honest with you. I really don't. No way I can. Yeah, no way I can say that. I think the Colts will be a 9-8 or 10-17. Honestly, you could literally say the same thing about the Dolphins. Will either be 10-7 or 9-8. And if we're gonna be extra honest, we'll probably end up being 9-8. Are we gonna go 5-0? I don't know. Probably Rodgers last year. Those rumors are circulating hard, like really hard. So I don't put it past them trying to have a amicable, you know, both sides decided to part ways kind of situation. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Now let me go because I gotta do this because we're technically still in the AFC East too. Miami Dolphins on prime time on Thanksgiving when everybody already ate all their meals. Oh, ready to watch a fun game, relax, eat dessert, chill, watch the children running up and down. The fans, as always, we don't just lose. I can't even say we lost with grace. We're such an embarrassment. It's funny. I was listening to, I forgot where he said it. It might have been on the Blitz Pickups. Go check them out, guys. The Blitz Pickup, awesome, awesome content over there by those 3 guys. He said, I hate this flipping team. And I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't even see the muff punt. I was on my way to getting dessert. They called me to the kitchen. Like, come get dessert. I'm like, okay, I'm coming. Completely missed. that muff punt. When I come back and I sit in my chair, I'm like, what happened? And they're telling me what happened. I still remember feeling and I mean, I had my jacket on, shirt, hat, everything to the nines. And I still vividly remember saying, obviously, my family's there, so I can't really say what I really want to say. But I did say, I mean, I hate this. I hate this freaking team. I do. I hate this team. That muff punt could have told you everything you needed to know about that. I already know. I'm like, oh God, it's gonna take a miracle for us to win this game now. At first I'm like, no, we got this. And then Color and we had this scenario like, man, Color, I think we're right. I don't even want to say it no more. We were the whole country was ready on prime time to have a really good match. Man, I didn't want to lose, but I knew we could afford one loss in the last six. One. I don't want it to be this one because I'm like, no, it's prime time. It's Thanksgiving. Don't ruin another holiday for me, Dolphins. But I knew that we could. So I'm like, okay, fine. Even if we lose, what I did, and I freaking knew it. What I didn't want to happened. And I'm like, if this would have been like a back and forth 32-31 loss, last minute they get a 62, 67-yard field goal. What the hell are you supposed to do? Damn, they did the impossible. The most improbable play. A 60-plus field goal? You can't ask more than that. And it's like, oh my God. But even that would have been a heartbreaker. But I would have been like, you know what? I get it. We lost. But listen, I told you guys, we played like we played versus the. But this is why I didn't even bother talking about the other stupid games we won. Because it didn't matter. I talked about the one game that mattered this entire season that we play our best football. And that was versus the Bills week 9. I don't even know why I'm yelling no more. Why do I let this team get to me? It makes no sense. It really does make no sense. Hit that like button for me, guys. Please. I need to check on something real quick. I'm just so mad. Like, oh God. And I know it. And I know it. 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 Once they told me what happened, I'm like, no, it didn't. And that replay came over and over. And I'm like, instantly said, we're going to get blown out. This is fabulous. Again, on national television. This is why we can't have nice things. This is why the NFL says, nope, 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 Dolphins. What are you, the Panthers? Heck, I think the Panthers had a better freaking game than we did. Nope, 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 no. We're just gonna not. We're just not gonna show up. We're not gonna overcome adversity because we just not. We just can't. Because this team can't overcome adversity to save their lives. So I'm gonna ask y'all one simple question. And I want everybody to answer. Do Dolphins go in the last 5-5-0, 4-1, 3-2, or 2-3 or less? Answer that for me. Hit that like button, guys. It hurt me, man. It hurt me so much because I care so much about this team. Aquavision, you know what? No, I'm calling you out. What do you mean that was the best game we had? Versus a barely mid team we played in the LA Rams. What are you talking about? Please, please enlighten us because I just can't take this team no more. It's not you, bro, because you ain't the only one that's told me that. You know I love you. It's not you. You're just representing those folks with that mentality. How can you possibly say the Rams game was the best game we had? I'm saying defense. Oh my God, you guys are going to have me saying things that I know I can't say in this show. No. That still wasn't the best game we've had. Cause let me guess. Let me guess. The best game we've had. Is that because we allowed perhaps the least amount of points? Is that what we're gonna compare that to? Hmm? Let's take a look at this. We allowed 17, 31, 24, 31. 10 points versus the Patriots. That's not the best game. Allowed 16, 28, 30. Allowed 15 points. Still not the least. And we've allowed 15 points twice. Technically, the Patriots game again was a better game. We doubled up in points. Shoot. Versus the Rams. Or had like, what is that, 11 points, right? 11 points more? No. It's still not the best. Colts game. No, I'm sorry, my bad. Patriots game. We only allowed 10 points. If that's what you mean, if that's your metric, then the answer is no. Because even again, the other Patriots game, we allowed the same 15 points and scored even more. What's up, Lino? Thank you so much for the $10 donation. No matter how upset I may be, I will always be grateful for you guys showing your love. Honestly, I appreciate it. You thought your team had a chance to beat the Bills this year. LOL. We sweep y'all for 3 years straight. Oh, and Aquavision is right. The Rams game is the best game y'all had. Man, well, again, thank you so much, Lino. Much appreciated. But no, there's no way. There's no way that's gonna be if you're focused on just I just showed you and I see Aquavision asking the question what game did the defense play the best? I mean, heck, I'm still willing to take this L with the way this I'm willing to take this loss. Look at this respectable loss. It took them they had to break a team record to beat us. No, the team record was the Arizona Cardinals. My bad. Regardless, we still lost by 3. This team is averaging 24 points per game with 2 back. It's not bad. It's not good enough. Because you got to overcome the fact that the offense, forget it. I refuse to talk about Tua no more. I'm so over him. I'm over this team. I'm over people crying over him. It's done. He's what we got until he's no longer. I know this. I will be here in 20 years. He won't be here in 20 years. That I do know to be a fact. I'm over it. I'm not even going to talk about him no more or mention him. I'm just going to talk about the offense overall. And this offense has to overcome if we do have these major deficiencies on defense like everybody wants to talk about. I don't agree, but this is what people want to say. Okay, cool, no problem. Then your offense has to be able to put up points. Guess what team just did that this week? That I was like, gee, that's a good game. Pittsburgh, Cincinnati. It was almost 100 points scored in that game. What was it, like 44 to what was it, 44 to 38, I think was the game. Let me look at this sucker up because it was such a good game. I was like, I don't want to say forward, but I was like, damn, that's a good game. That was a good game. Hollywood City. I was like, yo, that was some good stuff. Check out week 13. And we're gonna talk about this. Yeah, 44-38, exactly. Damn. Not good. Yo, we're not about to sit here and lie and say that both offenses can't put up points because clearly they can't. One thing that the Bengals had to do is the fact that they had to overcome the fact that the Steeler defense is top 10 in the league. Heck, I think it's top 5 in the league, if I'm not mistaken. You got to overcome that by what? Putting up points. Bengals knew they had to put up points because they knew they were going to deal with a tough defense. What do you think the Steelers offense had to do? Dang, we're about to go up against a offense? And I think the Bengals just broke a record. Never in the history of the NFL has a team averaged more than 30 points and have had a losing record. Never. It's never happened. They're currently 4-8. It's never happened. And this team is not like over like 30.3 points. No, it's more like 34 plus points per game. It's an I can't speak today. Someone help me with the word. Write it down so I can say it, please. Anomaly. Yes, brain. Gonna come back. It's an anomaly. But the Steelers knew this offense is gonna have to step up because guess what? They're gonna put up points, and if our defense may be good, but that doesn't. It's still not gonna stop the Bengals from scoring points. It's gonna slow them down, but it's not gonna stop them. We gotta match points for points. What did the Steelers do? Not only did they match point for point, man, I'm telling you, it was probably one of, if you love fantasy football and you love points, this was the game of the week. They literally had over 80 points in this game. This was, anybody that took the over, good job. Man, it was back and forth nonstop. But the Pittsburgh Steelers offense knew they had to put up points. That's the difference. They knew they had to put up points. They knew it. Because they knew the Bengals were going to score. They knew Bengals didn't have no defense. But that offense is going to put up points. So Steelers knew they had to put up points, and they did. Same thing with the Bengals. The Bengals knew their defense was going to give up points. 30-plus points given up. Honestly, I don't really know. I got to double check. but pretty much close to it, if not more. Almost like 35 points per game that they're giving up. That's why they're losing so many games. So they knew, the Bengals knew they had to overcome their defensive deficiencies, but they put up points. Oh. And the one game, and it was a loss, and it sucked so much. We were right there. Oh. And to me, it was the best game we played all season versus the only true winning team we played up to that point. Hell, we still haven't played no winning team after that. And it was this game, week 9 versus. I don't care. I don't care two craps about the Rams, the Raiders, or the Patriots. They suck. Rams are made. Patriots and Raiders are bums. They're bad teams. And I told you this. We're a almost at mid team playing versus bad teams. We played a mid team in the Rams as a bad team. We beat them. That's good. Congratulations. Hey, what's up, Tony? I'll make sure to tell everyone to like and subscribe when I tell them about this terrible take, Miss Finn. Thank you, Tony. I told you can say it. Just let them know to like and subscribe. And guys, go check out Tony over there at the Blitz Pickup. Awesome show. But you gotta tell me what take don't you like? So me saying that our offense has to overcome our defensive deficiencies, that's a bad take. How is that a bad take? Me saying that our best game we had was the only game we've had versus a winning team, which was the Bills, week 9. We actually performed. We just couldn't get over the hump, which sucks. I'm not even sure about that. We were horrible. No, we played blow for blow versus the Bills in week 9. Blow for blow, man. Tua was cooking. The receivers were making plays. Now, did we play a perfect game? No. Another reason why we won. No team plays a perfect game, but that was the best game we played this season, which is why I said, if the Dolphins want to have a winning game versus the Packers, forget any other game we played all season. You got to play as good as you played versus the Bills. And then you got to add a little extra on top so you can go ahead and get the win. Again, Miss Fans, the last Bills game was our best game, even though we lost, says Mr. Polk. Thank you. I appreciate you. Good morning to you, sir. Bills are awful on defense to allow 40 points to Pittsburgh. Yeah, they are. And yet, they still put up 38 points to try to give their team a chance to win. They're the best loser team I've ever seen in my life. How do you average 30? I think it's 32 points per game. And you're losing all these games. You just have a world class of a bad defense that just allows way too many points. What's up, TV? What the Bills score? What they scored in that game? They scored 30 points versus us. So, if the Dolphins win 2 to 3 games, the Dolphins lose with a losing record. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, in order for the Dolphins to have a winning record, they have to forget playoffs. Just have a winning record, right? What are we right now? We are Sambo. I forget what the heck we are. We are 5-6, 5-7. We're 5-7, right? Because we lost to the Packers. We're 5-7 right now. If we win the next 5 games, we'll be 10-7 with the possibility of going to the playoffs. We can afford one more loss, and it'll put us at 9-8 to still have a winning record for the season. No shot at the playoffs, but at least a winning record. If we lose 2 games out of the last 5, we'll have a losing record this season. It's not good. Sorry, but if we can't go to the playoffs and win, we need to lose to get a better draft pick. And I get it, Lance. That's why I said earlier this week, on Monday, I said it. Look, I saw this and I was like, oh, that's interesting. We are 2 games behind. Well, now 2.5 games behind. We are 2.5 games behind going into the playoffs with 5 weeks left. And we're 3 games behind from a top 10 pick. Actually, I think it's a top 5 pick, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. From a top 5 pick, we are 2 games behind. Which do we go for the tank? Do we go for the whatever? We ain't tanking, man. McDaniel's barely trying to hold on. We are going. We are going to continue to try to play to get these wins. And you know what? Guys are playing for contracts at this point. They know if they don't get it, guys, hit that like button, guys. We need 10 more likes. Please hit that like button. I appreciate it. And again, shout out to Lino TV for showing your love over here to the Miss Phins channel. I appreciate you, buddy. FanDuel is getting nervous. They up my cash out to 1,100 from 900. I couldn't hit the client fast enough. Okay. Ronnie says, no, don't try to tank now. The Dolphins bash floors for going 5-11. McDaniel better own up to that 7-10 record coming. Oh, snap. Yo, why are you hitting below the belt, bro? Why are you hitting below the belt, Ronnie? Well, I can't lie to you. Now, you know what's interesting? I saw a video. I saw this posted. It's funny. And then I saw TD. I didn't catch the whole show, but I know there's a point that he brought it up. But I had seen it on Twitter before I saw it on his show. Who was it? It was Gase, Philbin, Flores, McDaniel, and I think one other head coach. The last 5 head coaches in the first 48 games, I think it was. Oh man, I wish I would have saved it. But it was something like they all had the exact same record. 21 and I don't know what. It was something ridiculous. It was something like I was like, ooh, no wait, Philbin too, right? Yeah, thanks, Lance. That I was like, wait, you mean to tell me? You mean to tell me? And I think everybody, there's a general consensus among the entire NFL. Forget the Dolphin fan base. The entire NFL. So general consensus that right now the Miami Dolphins in the last 5 years have had the best personnel they've ever had in the last 20 years. You can't deny that. We're right. You don't want to with me. Do. You can't deny it. Ladies and gentlemen, you mean to tell me that we have the same score, the same record as what? Oh, and this is the other part that I find extremely fun. The first 3 years, right? The first, obviously, you can't put because McDaniel has had one extra game for the last 3 seasons, so that's why you kind of adjust it to his first 48 in total as a head coach, so on and so forth, right? It's just been the same record for all 5. Yet McDaniel has had, and not even by a little bit, by a freaking mile, and I mean a mile, miles away, better personnel than any other of the 4 coaches that we mentioned. Between McDaniel, Flores, uh, Gase, Philbin, Sperano. And I agree with you, Ronnie. Flores' first year shouldn't even count. Ross told Flores to lose games, and he was like, no, I'm here to win. And with no bodies, he found ways to win. 5 games that year. And I still remember year 3. And I'm like, you can't, it's ridiculous to bring up the year we were counting and we had no bodies in. And on purpose, we were trying to get the number 1 overall pick to count that towards his record. Even though I guess I don't guess. It is technically part of his record, true. But any true person analyzing this, you're not going to do that. In the 2 years where he actually started putting his team with Tua, putting his team together, the man went 19 and 10. He was one of 10 coaches to have a winning record in that 2-year time span. Out of all 32 teams, he was top 10. Number 10, but still top 10 with that record, 19 and 10. 19 and 10 in them 2 years. And remember, he didn't have that extra year, the extra game. So I don't think the extra game came in his 3rd year. Maybe it did. Maybe. I don't remember. But I'm pretty sure McDaniel was the one that ushered that in. So, yeah. And the Dolphins are currently sitting at the number 12 pick. If they continue to win, obviously that's going to drop. We got to see what ends up being out of it. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, the team's going to do what the team's going to do. And at this point, I'm not even worried about it. I'm not. The man went 10 and 7 with Fitz Tua. Now I'm here cheering for the Vikings. The Vikings ain't my team. Crying emoji, crying emoji. I get it. I get it. Campbell got me mad more than all who I picked. Not just Flo, Campbell, Fangio, Harbaugh, Peterson, and 2 or 3 more would be better than McDummy as head coach. He's not dumb, ladies and gentlemen. He's just not a head coach. Right now, this is great experience for Mike McDaniel. When he goes on and get other opportunities, he's going to continue to grow, and maybe in 15 years, he'll get another opportunity to be a head coach, and by then, he would have fixed his lumps. As you can see, Dan Campbell did. We didn't give him the head coach position. He wasn't ready by then. He took his lumps, learned. We let him go. He went to other opportunities, and now look at what he's doing. He took that Detroit Lions team that was down and out, post Megatron, post Matt Stafford, and said, we're going to build a culture here, and this culture is what's going to drive us. And anybody that wants to be here is going to have to be part of this culture. Everybody will always rank on the Miami Heat. It's all about culture, Heat culture. Yes, it is. It's a mentality. It's the same thing as the Patriot way. It's a system. You got to deal with the Patriot way. You got to be part of that system and accept the system. The same thing Miami does. Heat. They have an identity. And if you want to come to this team, you're going to join that identity or acclimate to that identity for us to be able to have success with you. And you have success with us. That's how it is. Even Vegas has Bills favorite to finish AFC. I don't doubt it with that easy cupcake schedule. I mean, I'd be shocked if they don't get it. Philbin wanted Russ instead of Teddy. I always wonder what that would have been if Philbin did get. That would have been very interesting. I'll tell you that. That would have been very interesting, for sure. But ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. That is your AFC show for the day. We went over each opponent, each team, where they're currently at, their next available schedule, how they did in the last games that they just played, and their possible trajectory. Again, both Jets and Patriots are shooting for a top 5 pick. Uh, and Esta, you know not to use those words, brother. Say it again, and I will do it. The Miami Little Heater system is good for other team stars, Jolie. What's up, Estefan? Welcome. But that's where we're at. That's where we're at right now, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that like button. Let me check the poll that I added for you guys. Man. Come on, y'all. We had 25 votes and only 20 likes. Can I get 5 more likes, please? Thank you. Let's get them 5 likes. Okay, so out of everybody that voted, we ended up getting, ladies and gentlemen, and I asked you guys, do Dolphins go 5-0, 4-1, 3-2, or 2-3 or less? 60% of you guys said the Dolphins will go 2-3 or less. 60. 15% will go 5-0. 15% also said we'd go 4-1, and then 7% said 3-2. If we go 5-0, we'll be at 10-7. That'll give us an opportunity to maybe perhaps get the 7th seed if where are they? If the Broncos end up losing. But Broncos, man, Broncos are killing it right now, and I'm gonna pull it up real quick. Let me clear my throat. This is their schedule right now. Let me pull it up real quick. Because that's the only ones really that we have any shot at doing it. They got the Colts. Yeah. They got the Colts. That's going to be a tough game, but I got Broncos winning that. They got the Chargers. I got the Chargers winning that one. That's one loss. That's good for us. Then they got Cincinnati. This might be a game where they actually end up losing. We'll see. And then Kansas City. If Kansas City's still fighting for that number 1 spot in the AFC, ain't no way they're going to be sitting anybody down on week 18. That's a loss right there. So I see at minimum 2 losses, possibly 3 for the Broncos, which would put them at 8 or 9-8. And then if we do go 5-0, then we will be in that 7th seed at 10-7. That's how that works. But again, they would have to go ahead and get those losses in there. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for coming through. Much appreciated. Hi. But that's where we're at right now. So I can see them beating the Colts and perhaps losing the next 3 afterwards, but making them competitive. Don't get me wrong. And then for the Dolphins, where we're at. God, I can't stand my team. We got London on the tracks. Let me see here. There you go. Because we got more games. They got 4. We got 5 games. If we can somehow miraculously beat the Jets, Houston, San Fran, Browns, and Jets again, that'll put us right at 10-7. We should sneak in with that 7th seed. If we don't, in my opinion, if we lose any of these games, we're done. What's up, Carlos? Welcome, welcome. Good morning. Good morning, Miami Dolphins fan from Houston, Texas. Hey, just think you could be all in like Jerry and his Cowboys. We are already all in, Carlos. That's the problem. Look, listen, it wouldn't hurt me so much had we not paid everybody. Had Tua been playing on his 5th-year option, which is what I wanted. We didn't extend Tyreek or Teron or Ramsey or whoever else. If we would have extended nobody, let everybody play in their current contract, and we'll see what Tua does. Whether we decide to give him an to pay the man and whatever, right? Yeah, I would be like, hey, listen, we're losing, but now we got our answer, and now we can move on from him, draft a quarterback, or you know what, keep him, franchise tag him for a year, make him our bridge quarterback while we're working out a deal, but not really. And then we wait till 2026 and get our real quarterback. But no, this dumb team, pay the man, pay the man. There you go, Dolphin fan. You know what? I gotta make this bigger. We deserve what we're getting right now. Yeah, you heard me. The Miami Dolphins fans deserve what's happening with your obsession. But again, I refuse to say his name anymore. I'm over it. I'm done. This offense is a huge disappointment situation for me. But Collins, man, you're watching from Texas. That's awesome, dude. That means you better be going to the game. Like, come on, man. Like, that's going to be a cool game to watch. So I hope you and your family, shout out to you. And that looks like your wife. And if it's your girlfriend, I wife up everybody, so it's okay. That's it. Enjoy the game. That's all I can say. I'll be enjoying it from my couch. And hoping we win, The Texans have been up and down, so I really, there is a possibility we can win. But what's the point of me looking at those possibilities? For me to get my heart broken again? Why do I give so much power to this team? I don't know. I'm a masochist, I guess. I am, I guess, at this point. What up, Nightshade? Welcome, welcome. Good morning. Miss Phins, that is the most realistic thing you said all morning. I've said a lot of things that are realistic, but, it is what it is. Uh, listen, I wouldn't be as upset again if we hadn't paid everybody, but we did. This is what we're at. We're stuck with it. Now we just gotta hope and pray that we can turn this around and make it happen. That's all I can say. But everybody on Twitter and Twitch, thank you so much for catching the show today. Again, this is the AFC East show, which is awesome. We do it every Wednesday morning. So thank you so much, guys, for coming through every Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern. We also have tonight our League-wide Wednesdays, where we cover the entire NFL, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, league-wide. We cover it all tonight and every Wednesday night at 8 p.m., guys. So go ahead, check that out. That'll be so much fun tonight when you guys come back to the show, guys. And we can go ahead and do it. You could also catch Miss Phins Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern, every Monday to Friday, where we have awesome shows just for you guys. So I appreciate each and every single one of you guys for coming through. Thank you so much. Shout out to everybody in the comment section. Shout out to Lino. I'm showing your love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Couch is a good place to eat potato chips. Yes, that somebody said that, who we have on our team, who decides not to be a hero, but it is what it is. But yes, guys, if you're catching this and you're enjoying the show, thank you so much for coming through. Please do me a favor, hit that like button, share, subscribe, let everybody else know we are on a path to 2,000 subs, guys, and I couldn't do this without you guys. I couldn't do this without you guys. If you guys are telling me right now that Alabama made it over Miami Hurricanes into the college playoff game, then you know what? You already know the setup, bro. You already know the setup. Miami's a way better team than Alabama, but you know what? It is what it is. At this point, they're gonna do what they do. To me, that's ridiculous. Miami should have never not been in it. Even with the 2 losses, they had better wins than Alabama, and Alabama had 3 losses. So I don't know how you could put Alabama. Well, hell, you could have kept Alabama out. I know there are other teams with less losses than Alabama that they could have put up. But it is what it is at this point. And just another reason why I don't like college football. But ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button, share, subscribe. Everybody on Twitter and Twitch, come over to YouTube. Thank you so much, guys. It really does help if you guys can come over here, become a member. Again, we're on our path to get to 2,000 subs. So thank you so much, guys. If you're catching the replay, thank you for catching the replay. Take care. Be blessed. Have fun. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you tonight. Take care and bye-bye.